Richard, just to recap, so far we've seen the preliminary drawings, and we've met most of the leading characters, and we've seen the storyboard. What goes on in here?
This is the standard animation desk, which is filthy, of course. There's a light underneath. You take these things out, you can see through the paper. Secure. This is animating a brigand laughing.
Yeah.
So you can either work without the light or not, depending on what it shows in film. It's like a draftsman's table which you can see through.
Yeah. Does this revolve? No?
Yes, sorry. So this great clumsy bit of stuff is one of the things that's wrong with British animation. It's a heavy-handed copy of the Disney thing, and when we get rich and famous, we're all going to be. This looks like it's some damn sort of car, but all it is a glass plate over a light, and it turns so that you can get a purchase if you're doing careful work, which this isn't, because I'm working rough, but if you were getting in there to work carefully, you want to swing it around. This is why it's so horrible, so heavy. Just a light one.
Just how do you know, how can you gauge what amount of movement to add to each picture after the previous one was so
well, this is a brigand, remember, right from that part of the storyboard, they're remembering
a camera
girl. Oh, well, this is after the dirty laugh of the fellow pulling his hair out of the film. And there are two. In fact, I did this laugh. I went in the studio and went. These are the frames, and you record the laugh, so it's going like this. So that's and then there's a loud one.
How many single drawings, like say this one, would there be in a completed film?
Of this scene,
in the whole film.
But that's going to scare everybody.
Is it?
Because it sounds awful. There are 1,440 drawings a minute times 80 minutes. So you can work it out. It's something like 250,000. And then if these things are traced upstairs by girls in colored ink, and by girls who use colored ink to trace it, they will draw again, and there may be another artist cleaning this up to make the drawings neater. Then that's 3 times. The whole film's done that way. That's 3 times 250,000, and it can work out 2 million drawings. But the film cost $2 million, which is approximately a drawing dollars, or dollar drawing. But that's the wrong way to look at it. In fact, it isn't that much work. I did this in a day, so that's a 6 feet of film, 4 seconds.
56 minutes.
And you can see, I'll flip it for you after, but it's enough to give you, the next morning you see it on the screen, and you get a brigand going, cut. And that's your scene. Yeah. If it's well done, it's quite satisfying work. And it means that, and the main animators, such as myself, only do the key juicy bits. And the better the chap is, the more fun he gets to have. And then the lesser skilled animators do a lot more of the crowd scenes and the hard work. One is always flipping the things to see how it works. You can sort of run a check on it. Now I'm flipping slowly to study the movement. So this would be, for instance, now try it again. This would be wait a minute. The big one, little one, slaps his head, and here comes the big one, and then some, as he thinks about girls. Each drawing is then taken up to the camera. You'll see it. Put on the, if this was the camera, take that picture, take the next drawing, Take another picture, etc. Except these are all for two exposures each. So if I was doing it right, it would go click, click. Wait a minute. 1, 2 pictures. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Next one. So we'll see that later.
Yeah.
Now, and sorry, can I just say?
Yeah.
This is the rough animation, finished, and it will go to the camera and get what's called a line test, and their line drawings, or a pencil test. Call it what you will. That's right. It then goes in to be painted and finished up. It's a completely different process. So the animator stops here. If this pencil test is good, and when it's happy with it, the animator's finished.
Yeah. What's happening here?
He's measuring up the length of the wheeze, and then the little
Camel
explosion.
wheeze.
The ha-ha.
Yeah.
You see?
Right, you see, now here we have the start of sound of the camel's wheeze. So the start of sound here corresponds to 0 on the bar sheet.
Yeah.
These are all with frames.
Yes.
So the first wheeze ends at 6 feet 5 frames. So now on here, 6 feet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the end of the first wheeze comes down there to there.
So he does all those drawings, those frames of the camel
When
going.
you say he, you mean the animator?
Yeah, yes. The animator.
And so the first 2 frames of the H should be, and then taper off.